Hello and welcomes back everyone. AnthWolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, once again here with our Jedi Knight Venton Koliss, and we are here on the smuggler's moon of Nar Shaddaa. We've been asked to locate the Power Guard main lab, which apparently is in the red light sector. We've also been asked to speak with a representative, that's wrong. The Ambassador of the Republic has asked us to meet with someone known as Ilox, who requests Republic aid in some manner. So, let us be on our way. Continuing directly where we last left off in the last video, I've literally had like a couple of minutes break. And probably made this the last video of the evening. It is getting a little bit late. I'll come back tomorrow with even more time here on Nar Shaddaa. But yeah, let's see what the red light sector has in store for us.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
As we mentioned before, while we're here in the red light sector, members of the Sith Empire will be heading over to the Duros sector for their own reasons. Nope. I'm going to the red light sector. Right, Ilox, yeah, he's right in front of us. They've moved the NPC, used to be downstairs.
The name's Ilox. I'm a freelance private investigator. We need to talk. I understand Jedi get asked for help all the time, but this is important. Someone from the Republic needs to know what I've stumbled onto, in case I get disappeared.
I don't understand. Are you in some kind of danger?
Almost always, but this is different. There's bad business going down at Club Euphora. So some Republic fleet officers go in, but they never came out. I decided to snoop around. Made it to one of the back rooms. It was full of slave cages.
Who hired you to follow around those Republic fleet officers?
Nobody. I'm just returning a favor. Republic soldiers rescued me from the Empire when I was a kid. Saved my life. I keep tabs on any Republic military that come here on shore leave. Make sure they don't get into trouble.
The Republic is lucky to have a friend like you.
Wish I could do more, but this is out of my league. Club Euphora has major security, way above normal. The guards are boosted with combat adrenals and cybernetic implants. Whatever's happening, it's worth killing to keep secret. Somebody needs to rescue those officers.
Thanks for bringing this to me. I'll take it from here.
May the Force be with you. I always wanted to say that.
I always wondered if that was just the actor improvising a line there. Okay, so that's probably the bureau chief. There is a datacron up there, which I'm not sure how you get. I mean, there may be an elevator to get onto the upper level. I'm not too sure. Or there could be a jumping puzzle. But I've never really looked into grabbing that one. Oh. Let's sell all this. Indeed. Whatever you said. Right, so here's the red light district. Club Euphora is situated right in the center. Let's see what the chief has for us.
I'm in the red light sector. You have a plan for finding that main lab?
If the Power Guard facility has a dedicated reactor, it's immune to energy fluctuations affecting the power grid. My team is monitoring energy readings in that sector. All you have to do is cause some fluctuations. Applying a lightsaber to the right power conduits ought to do the trick.
If I disrupt power to an entire city sector, innocent people might be injured.
Trust me, no one there is innocent. Regardless, the fluctuations will be short-lived and harmless. Send in coordinates to key power conduits. Hit them all, and we'll get a fix on that power guard main lab. And be careful. The red light sector may look civilized, but it's nothing of the sort. Riken out.
Seems rather callous, but I guess we don't have any better plan. So there's 3 power conduits we need to damage. They're all on kind of what I'd say the west side. There's actually one here on the concourse itself. You might as well hit that one first. And then I think there's individuals kind of as we go deeper who would like to get our aid. So I'm guessing the power conduit's over here. Or is it below me? Can't see. I'll try to get it from a better angle. Oh, it is there. Alright, so this is kind of what we're looking for. Surprised more people aren't upset with that. Oh well.
I hear this is where you buy all the best technology. Some of it's even legal.
Some.
Dobeida nakta chuna. Mokili maklunki. Ni at ambompa boshuda.
Is something wrong here?
Neompe botmalia bedwana nibobo. Che chopa guma. Va fapa. Jiwonta hompa muli. Ra bampa wula. Kipona male tota ad mishka kabanotasema.
Sounds like things are headed in a dark direction.
Chiliska chananga wa ning chikospa. Inigo dade. Kiko bo kili. Otabunki donko. Pataga wata. Jetanka iliska chananga. Bumpa kambokni.
Okay. So, there's a gang war. Specially started by a gang also known as the Bleeders. What a lovely name. The Hood Cartel just want the gangs to fight it out and then probably take over when everyone's weak. But the security chief of this sector would like us to deal with them. Alright. We have this individual who's preaching to the choir, so to speak.
You know the names of your masters. Glitterstim and Giggledust, Magnetar and Whiff. And I know them too. I've walked that road you walk, yet here I stand spice-free. I was addicted to Rill for 21 years. Only managed to kick it when my connection dried up. That's why, for the sake of these other friends here, someone's gotta cut off the supply.
It sounds like a good idea, but you hardly look up to it.
Scars of a wild life, you know. I was hoping you could help. There's Rill labs up and down these blocks serving thousands of addicts. Take them out, and those addicts will be forced clean by pure lack of supply. Can you imagine making that difference?
I've always hated the spice trade. I'm in.
Yes, sir. Time to get it done. Here, I'll show you where the Rill labs are. They're like the hearts of the operation, or lungs, or something you've got a few of. Take them down and the dealers run out of product. It's all downstream from there.
And for once the spice must not flow. Okay, so we have Club Euphora here. We have various spice or rill labs, as they called it. We also need to locate a turret to deal with the bleeders. All kind of around this area. There is a heroic terminal that we kind of pass by, but I think we need to head to the east for that anyway. In fact, there might be that elevator. So, let's not worry about it too much. Let's look into the back of Club Euphora though, while we're here. Ilox mentioned there being slave cages. Oh. Seems to be a situation here. We'll leave them to it. And I don't think we're meant to be back here, but they haven't stopped us yet, but this guy is staring at us quite intently. Hello, good sir. Nope. Okay, he sorted it. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, he could have been friendly. Could have asked us politely to leave, but no. Oh, we actually have the owner of the club back here. Here we have the various... These almost look like beast pens. Holy hell. I mean, the bars are quite large.
Thank you. I'm Lieutenant Rail of the cruiser Coruscant Flame. Never been so happy to see a Jedi my whole life. Blast, I could barely see straight. They pumped me full of... something. Makes my face numb.
Who's responsible for this?
Never heard any names. Most of these people don't even speak basic. These cute little dancers brought me and my shipmates here to blow off steam. Next thing we knew, the dancers were gone. Guards beat us half to death, threw us in these cages like animals.
It's going to be okay now.
I'm rescued. But what about the others? They smuggled us out one by one in waste containers. Nobody came back except for a gunnery ensign. He was different. Didn't even recognize me. Wherever they took him, something terrible happened.
We must learn the truth of this.
I think I might know where to start. I heard the guards mention the quarantine zone. I think that's where they took the others. Please, you have to save them.
Any other relevant information about this place?
The quarantine zone's an old industrial district. Toxic dump. Great place for bad guys to hide. Thanks for busting me out. I owe you one.
Okay. Then something new. So we need to find this quarantine zone. Don't mind me, your owner's dead. Wish you luck in your business in the future. Right. Get outside. The quarantine zone is... Ah, right at the back there. Perfect. Right, down and around here is another one of those power conduits. And around here is our first spice lab and one of those turrets to somewhat declare war on the bleeders. Is there a bonus? Yes, there is. Defeat 10 bleeder spice workers. Okay. Lots of poison, bleeding, electrified. God damn it. Okay, activate this turret. And let's make some friends. Oh, Christ. An organ splicer. There we are. We took out a vast majority of the Bleeders' forces there. They have 4 leaders, known as Beauty Queen, Guns Karok, Oil Can, and Rip. We actually also have a staged bonus mission. Let's deal with stage 1.
Done.
Happy days. Level 42. So, our dispatch skill has now become Whirling Blade. It's extended its range to 30 meters. Hurls the main hand lightsaber at a target, dealing a fair amount of weapon damage and slowing the target by 50% for 3 seconds. Still only usable when targets are below 30% maximum health. No new skills. 1 utility skill and 1 new passive ability, 43-44. Right. Let's see. Stage 2 is to destroy 5 bleeder shipments, which are just to the north here. Okay. Let's deal with the other spice labs. Heal up. While we're bleeding and shocked, we can't destroy the spice lab. Yep. Third time lucky. Right. So, bleed the shipments, and we'll do the quarantine zone before. Actually, no. We'll hit the power conduit first while we're doing the shipments, just in case. I don't think the quarantine zone also has where we're going for the main storyline, but just... I'm not 100% sure.
Feel my force.
Security chest there. Just going to heal ourselves up.
Only one building in the sector maintained a steady energy supply when you disrupted those power conduits. That has to be the main lab. Sending coordinates now. Aside from Agent Galen and the test subjects, we have no idea what you'll face in there. How will you play this?
Whatever surprises the enemy has in store, a Jedi is always ready.
With luck, you'll catch the opposition off guard. You're in for a hell of a fight.
Here goes nothing.
Contact me when it's done. Riken out.
Okay, it's all the way up there. Not a problem. Oh, hi. You decided to make some new friends. Head over to the quarantine zone first. Oh, that's the wrong button.
My force.
Wow. She really doesn't like organ splicers, it seems. There we go. That's the second stage of the bonus here. Third stage is sabotage 2 bleeder vehicles, which is on the east side of the sector. Oh, Imperials. Great. Imperials up to down here? this looks ominous.
Good evening. Dr. Charnick is at your service. I've never had the pleasure of meeting a Jedi in person. Well, not one who is still alive. This seems an opportune moment to reveal that I am not Imperial. I merely worked for them.
If you come along quietly, I'll take that into consideration.
I'm honored to turn myself into such a fair-minded person. Give me a moment and I'll revive the good Captain Trazine, and I'm sure he's eager to speak with you.
What? What's going on?
You've been rescued. Isn't that wonderful?
I don't know how you pulled this off by yourself, but thanks. They killed everyone but me.
I freed Lieutenant Rail from Club Euphora. He sent me.
Well, I'm glad he made it. What happened here was beyond horrifying. This lunatic doctor's been tearing our bodies apart, grafting pieces onto Imperial spies so they look like us.
A combination of surgery and genetic splicing. Amazing procedure. I'm the first to successfully perform it.
You're a sickening blight on the galaxy.
It's not nearly as awful as you might think. The subjects feel no pain. The Empire was secretly replacing Republic fleet officers with its own agents. Men enjoying their shore leave made perfect targets. The Imperials wanted saboteurs throughout the Republic's warships. They planned to destroy the vessels from within.
From what Lieutenant Rail said, you've already replaced some of our people.
Yes, but they'll remain sleepers until they receive a signal to act. There's still plenty of time to apprehend them.
You deserve to die, monster.
But let's not be hasty. I'll gladly offer my expertise to the Republic. Think of all you could do.
To infiltrate the Empire? Well, I guess I'd go along with using this filth.
The only thing we should do with this horrible man is lock him away.
You're right, of course. I'm not thinking too clearly right now.
Oh dear. You people are passing up a golden opportunity.
I'll escort this sicko to my superiors for punishment. Thanks for all your help.
I'm just glad it worked out.
Goodbye.
We got a bit of mail there while we were having our conversation. I was mentioning at this point that I'm sure everything's on the up and up, but Captain Trazine could quite have easily already been replaced. I mean, the Doctor says they are sleeper agents, but he did also say that he was grafting pieces of the Republic individuals onto members of the Empire, onto Imperials. Which means they're still Imperials. Sleeper agents are not. Alright, what's best? Can we go back over to Club Euphora? We can. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll travel east from there.
What you did is being felt all over. I saw a line of addicts going north and another going east, trying to find new suppliers. But the ones they found were swamped. Nearly everyone's been turned away.
How badly will they suffer?
I've been through it. It's like ice in your veins. Cramps, too. A lot of throwing up. But that pain's like pulling out a hook, you know? 'Cause once it's out, what you did here, it's gonna change some lives. Carry that with you.
Hopefully change their lives for the better. Addicts can be rather unpredictable while they're seeking their next source. Hopefully people look after them while they're kind of going through withdrawal. So we have the 4 members of the Bleeders, their vehicles. Ilox would be happy for us to speak to him since we've dealt with the Empire and their schemes. But also let's see what this is all about. Heroic mission, Nar Shaddaa Blood Sport. Be advised, the Gauntlet criminal gang has set up a death duel tournament in the back alleys. Poor refugees are running the gang's ordeal for credit rewards. The Gauntlet is broadcasting hollows of these fights. No refugee has survived to collect a prize so far. The Hut refuses to intervene in this despicable entertainment. All tourists should avoid the area, but trained Republic agents are encouraged to end the Gauntlet's activities by destroying the various holo recording equipment and driving off the gangsters. So the holo recording equipment, the holo cameras themselves, and rescue some of the refugees while they're still alive. And that is relatively close by. Oh, we have beauty queen here.
Stay down.
It's one of the leaders dealt with, since she was nearby. Right. Refugees. We also have a bonus to defeat 30 members of the Gauntlet gang. Oh, Christ. Trandoshans and Gamorreans. Might as well deal with this patrolling gang member. Life a little bit easier. Looks a little bit awkward. Well, we could throw a lightsaber up there, but oh well. Ah, god damn it. God damn it. Some more refugees rescued. Right, one more group of refugees, 2 more bits of hollow recording equipment. We could probably finish off the bonus mission as well. We'll see. Oh, bloody hell, 2 Trandoshans here. Do I want to go up here? Probably not. Yeah, this actually should be it. Nice. Okay, there's actually something else to do. We need to go... Oh. Go north or south. Destroy the broadcast terminal and defeat the shot caller. Hell are you? I mean, that didn't apply this way, but I don't know what race he was. New chest piece, new wristbands. Okay. Right, let's before we go over to the main lab, let's deal with the bleeders. Somehow a clone of Beauty Queen has appeared. We don't ask questions. We have guns Karok around this corner. Pardon me, thieves. Oh. Kind of expected the explosion to be a bit bigger. oil can here. Final stage is to look for a vial of bleeder blood from the bleeder street captain. We'll do that in just a moment. The last leader we need to deal with is the Rip. Turn in that vial of blood for whatever reason. Someone will want it and give us some credits. Right, last thing to do is pop into the actual Power God main lab. Imperials, of course, are here. Kind of expected them to be so.
About to break your record, boss.
To defeat 8 members of the Imperial forces here. Similar to Dr. Charnicus's lab, only more blue rather than the red down in the quarantine zone.
We've been waiting for you, Jedi. Darth Angral told me you defeated Watcher 1 and Inquisitor Farav. Impressive.
Explains why you're not here. Scared, huh?
You soldiers, lay down your weapons. I promise you'll be treated fairly.
More than you deserve.
You killed good men at that recruitment center. Loyal soldiers. The best.
They gave me no choice. I'd rather have captured them alive.
Typical Jedi. Slaughter a room full of men and then apologize for it.
I promised Commander Grawl he could execute you personally. And I left him a few gifts to help. Mark 1 power guards. Not as destructive as the later models I possess, but quick to assemble and quite malleable. It took nothing to wipe their useless minds and program them to serve me.
Twisted. What have you done to these people?
Perfected them. What good is a weapon you can't control? They were only aliens, not as if their minds mattered. Kill the Jedi, cut out the Padawan's tongue and bring it to me.
The tongue of a Padawan. Great.
We're too late, Riken. Darth Angral's apprentice raided the lab. There's nothing left here. I found an encrypted datapad on an Imperial officer. Looks important.
It may have information on where the enemies move to. Bring the datapad back to headquarters. My slicers will crack the decryption. We'll have to move fast to stop the enemy. Hurry.
Okay, sounds good. Right, back to the promenade. So these were what Lord Sadik said. Mark 1 power guards. Unfortunately, yeah. He was able to somehow wipe their minds and twist them to serve the Empire instead. Right, what's the quickest way out of here? It's probably just to go through the elevator again, I imagine. We'll leave him alive to tell people what he saw here today. Oh, actually I thought it was an elevator. Yeah, I'm so used to elevators here in Nar Shaddaa. Oh, hi. And we are the only member of the Republic here on instance 3. Right, let the chief know that the Belida gang has been greatly thinned out.
Yasedo ponyo is die oto se gata domuti. Is hapoda nopa chunki fagutaji oto vokise. So bala wa unikupa tomtitak makichisa.
There we are. Every day is this vial of blood. Again, I'm not going to ask questions. Right. And that is mostly our time here on the red light sector complete. Just need to let Ilox know the situation, that we've dealt with Club Euphora, and then away we go. Is there a mailbox up here? Yes there is. Good.
Heard there was quite a rumble in the quarantine zone. Guessing that was you.
The Imperials were behind the abductions at Club Euphora. I took out their base.
Knew this whole deal was over my head, but I didn't know it was that high. I'll be sure to steer Republic people away from Club Euphora from now on. Take care. And if you get a chance, an old friend in the industrial zone could use someone like you. His name's Gannick.
Okay. Honestly, they're giving us a hint as to where we should be going to continue the Nar Shaddaa world quest. Hey, level 43. New utility point to spend. What are we thinking? We can reduce everyone's armor using Force Sweep. Tempting. Would be useful for Kira to do a bit more damage because we're using our Sundering Strike on our primary target, but she normally attacks someone else. Normally at our behest. So reducing that target's armor as well will make her kill them more efficiently. Force Stasis we're not using. Force Sleep grants unremitting. If it also... it grants immunity to movement impairing effects. It's tempting, because I do get frustrated sometimes, a small amount of frustration, when you jump on enemies and then they suddenly slow you down. It's more stunning effects that bother me. But it says effects that push and pull you. That could be useful. I mean, it might just be useful to have. Combat focus. I use it on occasion, but not probably enough to dedicate a utility point to it. Focus defense, we're not using it enough. Right, so when do we next get our level 51 for our next utility point? We're not going to be level 51 by the time we leave Nar Shaddaa. So I should probably grab this for when we next do the next flashpoint, which will help other players as well. But we will probably get unremitting at level 51, and then we'll finally be able to move on to the heroic tier. Let's see who sent us a bit of mail. Oh, the ambassador, in regards to Barish. He sent us some credits. Republic security forces are going more into the Nikto sector. And they are limiting their interactions with Barish until he can prove to be trusted.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
So Ganok is, as Ilox mentioned, in the industrial sector. We have no reason to go there just yet, but you can be assured that for one reason or another we're going to have to head there shortly. But we'll head back to the promenade. Send this data pad that the Imperial officer was holding. See if we know where the Power God project may have moved to. Oh. Well, that'd pop up. Yeah, great. Mark II power guards. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Shit.
I warned him. I told Raiken this base was compromised.
Chief's dead. They're all dead. What were those things?
They're like what I fought at the main lab, but more powerful.
You kept us out of the loop, hid the power guard facility, never told us about these weapons. We stayed, supported your mission when we should have evacuated. These deaths are on you.
I agreed with you about evacuating. Your superior overruled us.
He was incompetent. I should have been in charge months ago. With Raiken dead, I'm acting bureau chief. This operation's over. Agent Diaz, we're leaving now. Sorry, friend, but you're on your own.
Chief Raiken promised to unlock these Imperial files.
Then take it up with him. His body's over there.
Wait a minute, this Jedi is the only person who can stop those things.
I gave you an order, Agent.
And I lost my hearing during the fight. Give me the data pad. I'll do my best. Decryption complete. The enemy took everything from the power guard lab to a fallback position. I recognize these coordinates. An Imperial-controlled factory on the industrial level.
I couldn't have done this without your help.
Make those scum pay for what they did to us.
You have your information. The rest is up to you.
I'm sorry for keeping you here. Find some place to hide until this is over.
Sir, I recommend we inform General SWTOR. We need immediate reinforcements. I've marked the enemy's fallback position. Good luck down there.
Let's go, Agent Diaz.
Oh, great. You know, I kind of like that, Twi'lek. He was right. And yeah, the former chief was incompetent. And then he was replaced with a hard ass. Nice that he automatically blamed us for the situation. But he probably just lost a few friends who he's worked with over the years. Tempers were high. These things happen. Okay, but thankfully the other agent kept a level head and was able to decrypt that data pad. So Lord Sadek moved the Power God project to an Imperial warehouse. Well, an Imperial weapons factory. Yeah. Okay. Nope, that's not the button I want to press. Well, might as well park ourselves exactly where we started this video. And when we come back, we will be heading over to the industrial sector. Happy days. So, is there anything else I need to do? Don't think so. A few things to sell. I might remember to I might remember to sell those goods before the start of the next video. Probably not. But either way, thank you all for joining me. This of course has been AnthWolf playing Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then though, take care. Bye bye now.